Hello and welcome to my Let's Play in Victoria 2. As always, this is Densius. Now, because of our infamy level, and because of every other thing that's out there, we can't actually do a lot except hang around and hope, I say, that democracy takes hold in my country. It's not doing a good job yet of proving that it's going to, though. Yeah, you can go through. I don't care. I mean, it's just... yes, sure, Brazil, you can as well, for some reason, if you really want to. Come on, what are you at now? 48.21. It's going back up again a little bit. I wonder if occupying that will somehow increase militancy. Like, a successful rebellion, if it apparently successful, because I'm literally just hanging around waiting for them to win, might encourage them to, what, do stuff? I don't know. Have I finished building this navy? I have, good. Time to add in some battleships. One battleship? Two battleships? Three battleships? Four? Three. The cruiser. One cruiser? No. What about monitor? One monitor? Two monitor? Three monitor? No. Alright. Just discourage as much as I can, because my military is pretty low. The decline of the West and the lost generation. Well, that's useful for me. Major discovery, I've got that. This is all to do with the Great Wars. And no, it's not actually. Yeah, it's all to do with new stuff. But basically, consciousness and non-colonial means I can gain more consciousness. Which means, oh, it's losing it. God damn it. I wonder if consciousness is having a better effect than militancy at the moment. Oh well, I'll just destroy him, I don't care anymore. Well, I do care a lot, but... Come on, seriously. I want... Go away. Militancy is going down, consciousness is rising. Thank you. Electricity. Yeah, I'll introduce electricity to my country. I wonder if it's because things are going so well for the country in general. You know, like, the countries are gaining strength, it's gained territories, it's not having problems. People are like, yeah, this drunk emperor, he knows what he's doing. I could do another beer when I'm finished with this one. This one's getting, this second one's getting a bit warm. Shall we host a World's Fair? A delegation representing the leading commercial and manufacturing interests in our nation have proposed holding a World's Fair in our capital. Holding such an event would provide an excellent opportunity to showcase our economic capabilities and technological expertise to the rest of the world, and could significantly help our exports by popularising our goods on the world stage. Should we provide support for this idea? I said that quickly, I wonder if people could understand. I could lose prestige or lose some money. Well, I've got a lot more money. So, an excellent idea, we accept. Maybe people from democracies will come along and say, you will really like democracy. I mean, like, seriously, you'll love it. Thumbs up. We get to vote for people. You don't. I mean, yes, you've probably got better average literacy rate than the rest of than significant portions of our population. But, actually no, we're 1935 now. Never mind. I was still thinking it was the 1800s. And the early ones at that. Great. Come on, we've got 4 years. Just let me have the aristocratic vote at the very least. We've reduced. It's fallen. I'm giving up on that. It's not happening. Right, let's consider. Who can we attack? Who do we think we have a chance against attacking? Oh, we've got Britain in the mix. No chance for that. China? China's only got Spain, Oman, Burma, Korea. They got Korea then. Could we attack China? I mean, is there a point in attacking China? I mean, yeah, I could just seize a bunch of land, but beyond that, is there a point in attacking China? Portugal is still like that. Justify a war. A place in the sun. But I have 25. You know, if I manage to drop down below 15, I'll do it. I'll get an army over there in advance. So I can just sort of overrun the territory and just seize more of Portugal. Who are you? Portuguese Citizen Guard. Yep, that looks like a Portuguese man. Thanks. Synthetic pollens. You know what? I'm going to take the risk. I could add to Sphere. That'll only give me 4, and it'll give me the influence of everything. But I'd rather a place in the sun. I mean, there's no guarantee it'll be 10. I'm gambling on it being less than 10. Oh yeah, it is less than 10, but marginally less than 10. Gotta hope no seriously horrible events happen. I wonder if that's because of my pressing concerns. So it is now with Nude Fours that I just state that conundrum of mine, which is yet to garner any sort of response from this chamber. What is to be done about the issue of the press reform? Me and many colleagues with me have long argued that time for reform is now, yet the session has remained entirely unwilling to commit to even an answer, much less a policy. Reform-minded MPs in Parliament have reformed in a new coalition to push the agenda for press reform, capitalising on the popular sentiment for freedom of expression. The Liberals are gaining strength in the upper house. Motion carries. We have a democracy. That hammer. I can choose one. I'm going with voting. We have a democracy of a kind. We have a democracy of a kind. Very basic one, but we have one, lads. We have one, ladies and gentlemen. Colonial setback. Good call. I'm glad it's slowing down. I don't have to go to war. Limited constitutionalism. We are Prussian constitutionalism now. We are officially a... We have elections coming. Right at the end. Snuck it under the bar. Japanese trade policy. Oh, well. See, this is what I mean. All this time I have been focusing on, like... I mean, they're not... They will vote for them even if their ideology doesn't go along with them. Freedom and liberty shall not perish from this earth. Snuck it under the bar. New state, new store in Manila. Good for it. Well, let's see. State capitalism. Nonsense. The production quota. You are right. 5%. Yeah, I don't want interventionism. Basically, state controls everything. State controls quite a lot. State interferes when it needs to. Businesses are left to their own devices. Let's see. Citizenship policy. They're divided between limited and full. I'm going to go with limited because my liberal faction that I want to be in charge because they will do reforms do that. Vacuum tube. Militarism debate. The Liberals are pro-military. To war by Jingo. Well, I'm not particularly in favour of jingoism. But, there we go. I'll wait until this election is over. Heated debate. Japanese trade policy. Freedom and liberty shall never perish from this earth. So close to being under it. Freedom and liberty shall never perish from this earth again. What? I'm attacked. By whom? By why? I'm at war with France. Oh my god. Why am I being attacked? Oh, game's over. I don't care that I've been attacked. Ha! You can't win! It wasn't 39, it was 36. It was even more under the bar than I thought. Ha! I win. I didn't do very well. Well, I went from an uncivilized power to an uncivilized medieval nation to the seventh power in the world. Okay, but we were a Prussian constitution. We were the beginnings of democracy. Yes, I mean, look, United States actually took the lead in the end. Great Britain and France, Russia, we managed to nip at their heels. We really inconvenienced Russia throughout the entire game. I mean, yes, there was that time they managed to drive us back off the island of Sakhalin, but we took the islands from them, we blockaded them, we took Alaska from them. I mean, we really, really upset the Russians, I think, over the course of that game. The Chinese, after their betrayal of ours and handing over of our island to Russia as if they had a right to it, to do that, we took Formosa, now Taiwan, from them. Austria never really had any intervention with them. Scandinavia, thank you, Scandinavia. If it wasn't for you, then beating the Russians and taking Alaska and Sakhalin from them wouldn't have been possible. If you hadn't been landing small armies on my territory for me to attack, I couldn't have done it. Admittedly, you caused me a lot of trouble in the beginning with your gas attacks, but France, your lack of fleet was wonderful. I really was not worried if whenever we went to war. Great Britain, we never actually went to war, I think, in this. One of the early episodes failed halfway through the recording. I crashed, basically. I pressed the start button while recording with Fraps, so it didn't work out properly for me. But ultimately, I actually won that war. It was very early on, and I was much closer. I could strike at Britain easier than they could get troops to it. So in that alternate world, I did win, but it never happened. And the USA, my former masters that ruled Japan as a sphere, thank the Pacific Ocean, my ally, for driving you out. Without you, you couldn't have been possible. Netherlands. Oh, I wish I could have taken more of your land from you. I tried. I swear I did. Italy, I hardly knew ye. Ottomans, yeah, same to you and you. Brazil, again, I would have loved to have attacked you, but America was sphered and I wasn't in a position to do anything about it. Bavaria, again, nothing really to do. Spain. Yeah. Again, I wish I could have taken more stuff from you. And Switzerland, I'm surprised you're on the list. Because I'm surprised you haven't... Because you're a landlocked nation. Prestige, industry, military, money. And we finally, at the end, became a democracy of a kind. Reforms of the future. Ledger. Let's have a look at the ledger. Military score. Absolute best military was China, of course, then USA, Great Britain, Netherlands. And there we are. Although we had a number of secondary powers ahead of ours in military score. But we did lose a number of armies at the end. Total annihilation just through sheer mobbing numbers. National comparison. Total... I mean, okay. Well, that's the lowest population. China is obviously the largest. And then Great Britain, USA, Russia, France, Brazil, Austria. Japan was up there with a large population. Who are the most provinces? I mean, we're again in the list. But yeah. Factories. There we are. Really, compared to the USA, 321 to our 62. Literacy. 100%. North German Federation. France, Bavaria, there we are. We're up there. We're ahead of a lot of Europe. Leadership. I'm not sure what that is, but we were the best at it. Brigades. We're on there, 79, but we do have almost 10% of China's. Ships. Great Britain is obviously at the top. We're third. Joint with Netherlands. I didn't know that. I didn't know we were that position. Next, political systems. Fascist dictatorships, presidential dictatorships. Lots of dictatorships, some national value of order, a lot of order. Quite a lot of nations here. There we are. Liberal faction, Partiology Liberal. Just at the end, just managed to become a democracy. And I had 3 years less than I thought I did. Political reforms. I'd have loved to have gotten a lot more of those, instead of just one at the end. But we managed to get there at the end. It's really those events that give you that plus 20 liberal. I mean, that's what really helps me. I mean, someone out there might know how to influence it better, but those big events, just those random events, are the only ones that work for me. Social reforms, I didn't do any of them. Country population. What were we broken down as? As I scroll past us. We had a lot of... We had quite a lot of people. And no slaves. You still had slaves, as did you. As did you. And Uruguay. Provinces, not interested. These are all my provinces, aren't they? Are they? Yeah, I think these are my provinces. I think. There's a lot of Japanese on there if they're not. And then there's the other cultures. Yeah, these are my provinces. Interesting. I'll go like that. If you're interested in having a look, pause. Actually, no, I can't be bothered. Province population. I'm pretty sure we just looked at something like that. Province production. Factory production. I'm not interested in this. Price history. Nation ranking. Back to the beginning. Okay. So, number 7. We had a lot of farmers, but we did have a lot of other things as well. And I feel that if the game had gone on for another 10 years, depending on whatever that war was about, we would have been in a position to... We'd have become a real proper democracy. Anyway. Thank you for watching. My name has been Densius. This has been Let's Play Victoria 2 Japan. Ciao for now.